Gaffer, another good workout that, wasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic. Listen, I think, for us to be pitting our wits with these two championship teams in Swansea respectively, and now Middlesbrough, and whatever you say about a Neil Warnock team, they're hard to break down, they're hard to score goals against. We scored a great set piece, we had a few good chances, but that just moment of brilliance from Swansea on Tuesday and again tonight, ball just falls for someone, bang, goal. That's the ruthless edge of the championship, and that's where we're thriving to get to, but we need to be a bit more ruthless in that. But in terms of our passages of play and our patterns of play and the way the lads went about the business was fantastic. Again, the first 20 minutes we were brilliant, and then the second 20 minutes into the second half we were fantastic again. And then I think their goal, we've done great to toe poke. I think Danny toe pokes it onto Jordan, and it just falls into the great path for Tavernier, and it's a great strike from him. So, but just pleased, proud of the boys that they're getting where we want them to get to. I think you can see the football we're trying to play. Everyone's excited. I'm excited myself, and to top it off with, I think 10 academy graduates on the pitch was a great moment for the boys and the families, and a great moment for Plymouth Argyle Football Club, because that's what we're striving to have as well in the future. And I think you've seen signs of it there, and the fans were fantastic when they all come on. They jeered them right on like no tomorrow, and I thought, go on then, go and get a goal. How good would that have been for them? But again, pleased and proud of you.
Those players as well, like you said, 10 out of the 11 at the end of the game from the academy. Must have been absolutely buzzing. Reece went sprinting down the right touch line, they had a massive cheer with the challenge.
Fantastic. And I took Brendan off for a couple of minutes, and he looked at me funny, and I went, look, I just want to get all the academy kids on to get Brandon Purcell on. Brandon has a lot of football the last couple of weeks, so we didn't want to throw him right in at the deep end. But yeah, no, look, it's a great achievement for not only for the players and the families, but for the football club in general as well, because that's a proud moment, I think, when you see all that. And that was not being disrespectful to Mills, but it was going to happen either way. And long may that continue, long may they keep doing the right things and keep working the socks off and doing what we ask them to do, not get too carried away, because they might need dropping down a peg or two, but hopefully they won't. Hopefully they'll keep learning, keep listening, and we can all move on together.
I suppose one thing that will be pleasing, you've mentioned it a couple of times, second half performances, you're saying you need the fans to come back, and maybe we'll start scoring last two games straight after half time.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, it makes a change, doesn't it? So yeah, no, look, fantastic. Again, we know what the fans are going to bring to us, we know what they want from us, and I've said numerous times in the press, we don't want to let them down. We're here to bring the good times back to this football club. We've slowly done that early on, and now we want to continue to do that, and we continue to do that with good players, good coaching. It's all of us as a team together, along with the fans, to push the lads right the way through when's needed. And times like tonight, when you're playing top opposition, it's always needed.
You mentioned it a couple of times there, but the last two games, there's been spells in the game where Argyle have been the better team. They've been knocking the ball through and creating chances, which I know it's pre-season, but it must be pleasing for you to see that work they've been putting in fruition against a top team. Yeah, well,
we were saying on the side, me and Shuey and Nance, we work on stuff, and we go, there's one we worked on yesterday, that's another one we worked on yesterday, and that's good and that's pleasing, because we don't just go into games and just expect to win. We go into games with a style and with a philosophy and with a game plan, because you can't just turn up and play. You've got to know what you're doing, and we've done that. But the biggest thing in that, we're coaching the players, and they're bringing it to fruition, and they're doing it on the pitch, so that's a credit to them as well. But also, we know what we're trying to do, we know what we're trying to achieve, and yeah, you're right, some of the moments in the play have been very good, but you are up against top opposition in championship teams, and we've got another one next week as well against Bristol City, which will be another tough one, but that's what you want. And then hopefully, if we can bring that excitement football to League One against the League One teams, then hopefully we'll win a lot of games.
Just a final one on tomorrow, Tavistock. 2 games in 24 hours, but another chance to kind of freshen up and get, I suppose, those youngsters a bit of a run out? Yeah, no, certainly, yeah. Look, we've got to be careful who we bring and what we do, but we want to respect, Tavistock, and, we go there every year, and, be as strong as we can take. And, we've got to make sure that we look after the lads as well, because the games that they've had over the past few weeks, and we've only just had the youngsters back with us really the last 4 days to stay in the bubble type. So again, we've got to be mindful of that. But yeah, no, listen, it'll be what it is. We'll go there. It's another game. I'll be there managing the team along with the coaching staff, and we'll assess it in the morning to see what type of team we can put out. Brilliant, Gaffer. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.